Hello students. Today we will discuss further Philip Larkin's poem Toads. In the poem Toads, Larkin resents the daily grind in the library and yet he relies on it, saying that it is hard to lose either the toad outside or the toad-like creature within himself. In this poem, as in the poem's Poetry of Departures and Reasons for Attendance, Larkin addresses the elements in his personality which have allowed this sort of thing to happen, namely the passivity and the need for solitude. And he tries to persuade himself that they are inevitable and desirable. But there is, says this critic, a lack of conviction in the argument. The questions remain open even while seeming to shut like doors, and the poet knows that he must continue to ask those questions. This critic also says that the poem Toads takes the form of a debate between two sides of Larkin's personality. The rebellious, freebooting, and anti authoritarian aspect of the poet's personality speaks first. But by the end of the poem, his more orthodox and self critical instincts have asserted themselves. Furthermore, says this critic, the last stanza seems a terse and condensed one, coming after the first 8 lucid stanzas. In fact, this poem is a statement to the effect that working and not working complement each other. The compression itself forms a crucial part of the poem's meaning. It conveys a sense of being trapped in an argument and of a deliberate and difficult effort at self persuasion. At this relatively early stage in Larkin's career, his internal debate is intensely vigorous with each point fiercely contested. The poem is characterized by wit, humor, and the dramatization of the speaking voice, a unique tone and an individual style, and also by a new insight into a commonplace existence, the desire to escape from the dull routine of work. Work in this poem is compared to a toad that squats on Larkin's life, and Larkin considers whether he can use his wit to drive the brute off. Then follows a comic catalogue of characters who live on their wits: lecturers, lispers, losers. The heavy alliteration and the archaic words give the alternatives to the world of work, the unreality of fantasy. In fact, the courage to shout stuff your pension is seen as the stuff that dreams are made on. This leads to the admission that there is an inner toad, that is cowardice, and that it is impossible to lose either toad when you have both. Both the honesty and the humor makes this self-depreciation acceptable because they free it from any suggestion of self-pity.